right? So we have two equations for an ellipse, just like we did with a parabola, depending on whether it's oriented horizontally or vertically, right? Meaning, if it's horizontal, an ellipse is like a circle, right? It's longer in one direction than the other, right? If it's the same direction, the same in every direction, that's called a circle. If it's not the same in every direction, that's an ellipse. So I've repeated by writing down the foci, right, are here, right, halfway in between the foci along the longer axis. Well, the longer direction across from one side to the other is called the major axis. The foci are on that line. Okay, halfway in between the two foci, exactly halfway in between, that's the center of the ellipse. That's what has the coordinates HK, which we'll use in our equation. Okay, the distance from the center to the side of the ellipse in the long direction along the major axis is called A. The distance from the center to the side of the ellipse in a perpendicular, shorter direction is B. And the distance from the center to each of the foci is called C. And where the major axis intersects with the side of the ellipse, those are called vertices. Right? Familiar word to us. You have two, one here and one here. Right? These two on the top and the bottom, those are not called vertices. The vertices are always along the major axis. Now, so how long is the major axis? It should be 2A, right? Because it's going all the way there. How long is the minor axis? 2B. Okay. So the equation for this ellipse, when it's longer in the horizontal direction, is this: x minus h squared over a squared plus y minus k squared over b squared equals 1. Right? It's always 1 on the right-hand side. Okay, now, A, because it's, yeah, do you have questions? Yeah, we'll do that next. Since A is half the distance across in the longer direction, A is bigger than B, right? And since A is all the way from the center to the side, but C is the distance to the focus, which is inside of the ellipse, A has to be bigger than C. So the biggest of the three letters is always A for an ellipse, which is important because we have a relationship between those three. And it kind of looks like Pythagorean theorem, right? But not really. Because Pythagorean theorem would say a squared plus b squared equals c squared. Well, that's true for Pythagorean theorem because the hypotenuse is the biggest side of the triangle. But here, the biggest of those three is actually a. So it's a squared equals b squared plus c squared. So, and we'll use that.